everyone, and welcome back to another Storytime video. Today, I am going to be talking about the knee injury that I had that would not heal. Now, that might seem like a very odd way to put it, but as the case with several of these Storytime videos, just stick around, listen to the story, and you will understand what I'm talking about. So, this knee injury materialized at the local Mexican restaurant that I worked at for my first job that I have talked about that I need to revisit at some point for this channel, and I do plan on that. But not to get sidetracked. So it was at the local Mexican restaurant where I was working as a dishwasher at the time. I worked there as a dishwasher and a busboy. Wherever he needed me at that particular time is where I worked. I spent most of my time as a busboy, but that's because I was there in high school and it's kind of hard to wash dishes and do homework at the same time. Anyway, so yeah, busboys worked less. They worked fewer hours. So regardless, that summer between my junior and senior year of high school, I was a dishwasher pretty much that whole summer because I could work full-time that summer. And I did. And where the sinks were, where you wash dishes, there were 3 of them, right next to each other, all connected together. So, where you wash dishes there, to your left, you would load the dishes onto a rack and then put them in the disinfectant machine. Yes. Dishwashers are disinfectant machines. They're not supposed to clean your dishes. That always bugs me whenever commercials are like, what does the dishwasher actually do? It disinfects your dishes! My God! Anyway, so, without getting on a bit of a ramble, because I could ramble and rant about that for a good 10 or 15 minutes, I bet. So, put them through the disinfectant machine, make sure that, they're disinfected. Yeah. And behind you, you took the dishes off the rack and put them down, and stack them up. We would periodically take them and give them to the chefs, but oftentimes it was difficult because that kitchen where the chefs cooked was kind of small, to where it was hard to maneuver around people with dishes if they're trying to cook. And I didn't want to disturb them a lot of the time. But anyway, so I was washing dishes, and I turned quickly to take some dishes off one of those racks so that I could have more space to put more dishes through the disinfectant machine, because the space there was starting to dwindle down, and clearing off a rack presented extra space for me to do that. But yeah, so I turned quickly and didn't pivot on my heel, and it only became apparent to me that I had hurt my knee after I started to walk around a lot during that summer, and I just thought it was because I was walking an extra amount compared to what I was used to. But uh, later on, I found out, well, I figured out that it was this particular knee injury to my left knee that was causing me pain and discomfort. Because okay, so let me get to the point where I discovered it later on and tracing it back to the root cause. So I go through my senior year of high school. Nothing really. The knee doesn't really bug me at all. And then, uh, well, just as I was alluding to, I was a busboy when I was in school because I couldn't work full time in school. It's hard to go to school and work full time. You can do it. I've I've seen people do it before, but it's tough. Anyway, so because I was only a busboy for like 10 or 15 or 20 or so hours if it was a really busy week like Cinco de Mayo or Mother's Day, or well, Mother's Day was always on a Sunday. But if it was Cinco de Mayo, or if I had to come in during the week, then I would get up to 20 hours, but normally 15 hours. Regardless, uh, my knee was somewhat able to heal during that time because I was spending more time sitting down at a desk in school than I was uh, walking around and working. Uh, so, but after high school, well, before high school had even ended, I knew what I wanted to do as a career. And I had applied for, and I had applied to go to school, and I was on a waiting list. Uh, because getting into IT at this particular school was, it was in high demand. I mean, IT is just in high demand right now. Uh, Even more so than when I was in high school, and it was in high demand back then. So it's whew, yeah, more, even more things are. But anyway, without rambling on about that, uh, I I had to wait in order to go to college. Didn't know how long, but I went and worked in a factory, and I have talked about this in another Storytime video, and I need to revisit this and talk about my last day there and go more in depth and talk about other things in regards to that. But anyway, so I was standing a lot. I mean, it's a factory. You can imagine that. So, it wasn't until like a year after I was working at this factory that, as an operator, that I okay. Uh, it took a year for the discomfort in my knee to finally get back. But so I dealt with that sore knee. Like, it would swell up in pain. Well, not the knee swell up, but the pain would come back and it'd feel like a burning. Like, it felt like my knee was on fire with the pain that I had. But I was able to go back to school finally after 2.5 years of working at said factory. And I realized that my knee was back to normal after I walked around so much this past summer, and in Germany especially. But I didn't feel any pain in my knee at all. So being in school a year and a half before I finished really, really did wonders for my knee. And I hope it doesn't come back to I bet it's fine for now, but I can imagine that in, like, let's see, I can imagine in like 30 or 40 years it coming back to really bother me to the point where maybe I need surgery on it. I don't know. I hope not. I hope that's not the scenario I'm forced with at any point, but I could see it being a reality, though. But anyway, one last thing before I end off the storytime video. Even though I am gambling in-game right now with the gameplay in Fallout New Vegas, do not gamble in real life. Well, don't gamble unless you are of age in your particular region. So, don't gamble unless you are of your own, or unless you are of age in your particular region. And please, please, gamble responsibly. Don't lose all your life savings in one snap of a finger, which could really happen. It could. And I'd hate for that to happen to good people. But yeah, that will pretty much do it for me today. This is a story that I had been meaning to talk about for a while, but that I kind of forgot about, to be honest. But I was able to tell it today. And so yes, guys, I do believe that will do it for this storytime video. And until next storytime video, I will see you later. Goodbye, guys! Thank you all for watching, and